Welcome back. Starting a diet tomorrow. You can't pick the right diet if none of them work. Maybe you've got stuck before yo-yo dieting or making unsustainable changes and you regained the weight and now you're about to get back into a new diet plan or something that you think will work this time and you're not really sure. So what happens a lot of times, people take on a diet and then they'll stop it because they get caught up going out to eat with friends and then deciding something like, I want to enjoy myself instead of being on this all or nothing diet. Or if you are eating bland foods that you don't think you can add the right seasonings or the right amount of fats to it to make it delicious, or if you're cutting out the things that you actually enjoy eating altogether and eventually you just decide to go crazy and eat a whole bunch of them and you say, I'll start my diet on Monday, and then you don't really start it again until January 1st. These are things that can cause you to get stuck, and that leads to weight gain, starting another diet, wondering what's going to make it this different this time, and then starting to question if diets even work. So what I want you to know is studies show you're not the only one, and I'm going to give you some tips to consider what you can do differently to make it work this time. Welcome. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. This is part of the Health Confidence Club, the full plate sessions. Session 1, are you eating enough to lose weight? Do diets work? It's a simple question. The answer is not so straightforward. In a 2020 study in a British medical journal, the systematic review and meta-analysis of 121 trials is a big study that they looked through with 22,000 overweight or obese adults who followed one of 14 popular diets, including the Atkins diet, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, the dietary approaches against hypertension, the Mediterranean diet for an average of 6 months. These diets were found in 3 categories: low carbohydrate, low fat, and moderate macronutrient. They measured weight, cholesterol, and blood pressure. What they found was low carb and low fat diets both resulted in weight loss of about 10 pounds at 6 months, and most of the weight loss was regained after or within 1 year. They also found that moderate macros lost a little bit less weight than those other 2 diets. So what I'm saying is that a lot of times when you are making these changes, it's very easy to regain the weight if you're only doing the changes for 6 months or so, right? You're going to put that weight back on. Blood pressure and cholesterol results also improved modestly at 6 months, but generally returned to where they started after a year as well. So when you're talking about weight, blood pressure, cholesterol, the 3 major reasons you might want to change your diet, if you aren't very specific about what you're doing, then you're going to end up quitting and then regaining those the things that you're trying to change in the first place. And then they also found that there's no statistical difference between the diets except the lower cholesterol on the Mediterranean diet lasted at least 1 year. So it doesn't really matter what kind of diet you're doing. Statistically speaking, it's not really going to make a difference more than a year unless you do things. So I want to talk about some of the things that go wrong. The biggest factor with these reviews, that this was looking at 6-month diets. And a lot of people, when they start a diet, it's a very temporary thing. What I like to do when I do nutrition education and coaching and explaining it is that your diet, you already have a diet. That is just what you're eating on your day to day. And when you say you're going on a diet or you're going to start a diet, that implies that you're going to do something different and you're shifting your diet, but you already have a diet. Every time you live your life, every day, even if you're not making conscious food choices, you still have a diet. Click like if that makes sense to you so far. And so with that, maybe a temporary diet can help you lose weight faster than you gained it. But if you go back to your old habits, you'll gain the weight back. If you stop whatever diet you're doing temporarily and go back, you'll be doing your old diet, which is what caused those negative effects to happen in the first place, to gain weight or to have high cholesterol and all that stuff. So what that means is not about dieting for a while and then going back to your old habits. It's about leading a lifestyle that lets your health support your life. And that's something I say often in this channel, is that it's not about an all or nothing diet where you are doing something specifically to lose weight and nothing else. You want to have your food choices, your lifestyle choices, your activity levels to give you more energy to do the things that you love, to spend time with the people you enjoy, so you can go out to eat and know what to eat and all that stuff without it being all or nothing or super restrictive or something that's not even going to last more than 6 months, and your results aren't going to last for more than a year. Okay. And with that, stop trying to lose weight fast. I'll put a link below on that. That's a topic. 823,000 people per month search lose weight fast. And that is why you keep seeing channels like mine pop up and talk about, things to consider before starting a diet, and stop trying to make it happen fast, because the weight gain is usually a gradual process. And in order for your weight loss to be sustainable, it should also probably be a gradual process. Next, don't just use a diet that sounds right. You also want to exercise, use non-exercise activities, manage your stress, decision-making, sleep, and etc. And you want to balance all of your choices that are adding up to your food choices and what you are able to do in a sustainable way, so you don't go all or nothing and yo-yo diet back and forth. Okay. And that is my mission, is to go beyond the diet, go beyond the health habits, and actually make health an engaging part of the entrepreneurial journey, inspiring confident ownership of your path to freedom and fitness. Because a lot of times you think that like a diet or changing your food habits is something special that you do to lose weight or have some kind of result, but it's really about what you want to do with your life, the impact that you want to have, how you want to feel, all of that. All right. And you can learn more about that in the Health Confidence Club. That's linked below, where I've got these full plate sessions. Focus on the question, are you eating enough to lose weight? A lot of times when you go on a diet, if you're planning to start a diet tomorrow or something like that, you might think, I'm going to go on a 1,200 calorie diet and not eat much. I might skip breakfast, all that stuff. And that's really an ineffective way to lose weight sustainably. It's going to make you cranky. You're going to be very hungry. And you're probably going to quit, regain the weight, and then find yourself starting over on a new diet that, according to this study and then how these diets are typically set up, they're not going to work anyway. So it's just really inefficient way. But the Health Confidence Club can give you that confidence, realistic focus, and a sense of accountability, so you know what to do. There's 8 modules in there in the full plate session, talking about, how to shop for healthy foods, menu planning, identifying healthy foods in restaurants, all that stuff. So check that out, the link below, and then let me know what you think. Do diets work? What have been your experiences with them so far? Are you about to start a diet and now you're starting to look into a little more research so you understand how to actually make it work for you? Leave a comment and let's talk about it. And then next, you can watch 4 factors that tell when you're actually ready to lose weight. That's a video I made that I think could be relevant for you before you start your next diet. So that's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.